Hello, and welcome back to the Pokemon Leaf Green playthrough with the uhhhhhhhh. I am Project24 Messis and Productions, and we are going to continue on. Now, as you can see here, this is not where we left off last. I am actually, damn it. I wasn't supposed to kill that. Okay, let's try this again. No, I don't want a Rattata. Rattata, I don't know what it's called. One of those things, but anyways, yeah, I'm actually back here because I forgot to catch this and I didn't think about it until later, but I actually want a Mankey for my team, for the final team. So here it is. Let's try to catch this one this time and not kill it. Ironically, with Alex, who is weak. I mean, I'm only doing this as a temporary Pokemon for now, but I also want to just see if I can find any use for a Paris. Then I want a Parasect for temporary use, also to be a slave, kind of, but not really, seeing as I am going to actually use it for stuff. It got a name, so that's pretty much my sign of it's useful. And at that point I was just like, you know what, screw it, I'm gonna just throw the ball and see if I can catch it. So, it worked out. And I got the data, so that's always good. Now, to name it, and I know Breadbug13, another LPaholic, will agree with my naming decision for this one. If any of you are familiar with my original, well, my home channel, Project24, you'll know that there's another member of my, I do a show called Carver TV, and there's actually another member of the Carver TV team, besides Breadbug13, KingSol95. I'm naming this one after him. That's his last name, so, yeah. Naming this one after him, because it fits his personality. At least I think so, and I think Breadbug13 would agree with me. So now that we've done that, we're gonna head back to the cave after a quick trip to the Pokemon Center, that is, because I want to get through Mount Moon, because it is boring, dry, and long, and I already have what I wanted from it, so I have no more purpose with it for it. But anyways, yeah, sorry I wasn't around. I missed my update last week, guys, but my computer died again. It's a natural occurrence lately, mainly just because my computer's from 2005 and it runs off really early Windows XP, so it has issues processing things sometimes. And I tried to run Diablo 3 on it one day just for kicks, I guess, just to see if it could, and it started freaking out. It shut down, it overloaded, and yeah. So I finally got it running again. The reason why I use that computer rather than, like, say, my laptop, which is an Alienware, is because I don't have any editing software on my laptop, so I have to stick to what my PC has. And yeah, that's the reason why I wasn't around last week. So I'm gonna make it up to you guys at this time. I'm gonna post 2 episodes for this week just to make up for last. I want to bring this up now. I'm not going to be here next week. I'm going away, so I'm going to miss next week as well. So I'll do that. I'll do the same for next week. And I'm just going to kind of like blast my way through here. So just bear with me on this part. I'm going to ignore all these battles. At least I believe I am. I might give Alex some training. Yeah, I'm going to try and train Alex a bit, because she can actually do some stuff. I know in my Pokemon Emerald run I actually like to cut out most of the training just simply because it's kind of monotonous, especially for an LP, because no one wants to watch continuously battles over and over again. They'd rather see some story progression, which I prefer. Although with this game, story is not a big deal, seeing as this, other than like maybe like Lavender Town and a few of the other spots, like when we finally get to like see Team Rocket more often. Those spots, there'll be bigger story progression, but for now, at this point, there's not much story going on. It's not like a game like, say, Black or White, or Emerald, or even Gold and Silver, which have pretty, I wouldn't say involved stories, but they have decent stories. This game's kind of, you want to be the Pokemon champion, go do this, and then you kind of meet up with like Rock, and there's some side story aspects, but I think this one's the least story heavy. I don't even really like Diamond and Pearl's story that much. It's kind of, what happened? Diamond Pearl's not my favorite of the series by far. It's kind of, it's my least favorite of the DS games. Actually, I would say it's my least favorite game, but it's not a terrible game. It's just not my favorite, not one of my favorites. My favorite is still Emerald, because I love Generation 2. Second is this game, just because I grew up with this one, and then third is Black and White, just because I love what Black and White did for the series and how it improved on everything. So, just gonna try and get through this forest, to be honest. Sorry about that little pause there. I had to cut the film because something I noticed in the last part, if you guys noticed, the end dialogue became extremely delayed. That is because my computer has, like I said, has issues processing things now, and it actually lost, it froze during the recording, so it ended up skipping, so I have to like take my recordings now in short bursts, which may leave a couple skips or so, but it's better than, like, say, the audio getting delayed really bad. Or like in my my Emerald run, I actually had a couple parts where the audio was almost non-existent due to issues with the audio picking up. Because my computer is old and has a lot of problems, which I'm gonna fix one day, but for now, all I can really record is Game Boy Advance games and Sega Genesis games, so I'm not really gonna be too bothersome about it now. I'm gonna wait till like I get like a capture card and I can record like all consoles that I own. But for now, I'm gonna try and make it the best I can. So, and I haven't been talking, I know, but that's because I'm still in the forest. I'm trying to get through it as fast as I can. But I also want to get Alex leveled up just a bit. And we're through now, so after a quick trip to the Pokemon Center, we're going to head back into Mount Moon and get back to where we left off. Where we actually left off is, I believe, a dead end. It's just you have that rocket encounter. Because I want to get to what the next city is. I don't know this game as well as I do like Emerald, unfortunately, but oh, sorry about that pause there for a second. But yeah, we're back in the cave now. So, yay. I didn't mean to pause there. I actually was reading a text message because I got one of those But anyways, we're back in Mount Moon, and it's a Zubat. You're gonna see a lot of these. Unfortunately, Ivysaur's not very useful in here. Flying types and grass are not always the best of friends. Sometimes they are. Not very often, though. Like, Tropius is like the only exception to that list. But we won't be seeing him in this game. Down here, you're most commonly going to find Parasect. Yep. Unfortunately, Mankey's a bit even weak for this Paris, so I'm going to just do some quick training on him. Like that. It's not going to do much for Ganchard, but... And... in this room, the only other thing there is a star piece, which is very valuable. And yeah, we're still battling hooey. Yeah, I'm sorry about how monotonous this is, guys. It's gonna get better as soon as we get out of this cave. But yeah, I don't have much to say about Zubats. They're common, they're not useful until they evolve into Crobat. Okay, he's done now. Yeah, I realized that going down there was the only useful thing was the star piece, so. At this point, I'm just not even bothering anymore. Zubats. I want to get back to like doing some gyms or something. At least it's a trainer, I guess. That last with an oddish. Woohoo. They're not too bad. And a Bellsprout, herp to derp the Pokemon, in my opinion. Last Mariam. I guarantee they draw these names out of a hat. Just because of how random they are. PK, he's excavating for fossils with no tools whatsoever. Great show. I'm not even bothering with the zubats anymore. More zubats, yay! My best bet is using Ganshert, so that there's really no weak advantages. I always hate Mountain Moon though, it's the most dry part of the game, in my opinion. Okay. So you defeat him and you get TM for 46 Thief. Not really useful, to be honest. It might be to you, just I've never found a use for it. It's kind of situational. Another random battle. Fun. Next time we go, hopefully by the next time I go get through like one of these caves, I'll have repels. This is always the worst one because there's like no repels. Sorry if I sound kind of bland with this one. It's Mount Moon. I can't really say much about it. It's like at the point where you just want to get through it so bad that you lose interest in it. Like it's a pain in the ass to play through too, unfortunately. I mean, I can talk to you guys about my life if you want to hear about that. I'm not a really interesting person other than like I have a seek in it, and I work. I have a job. I started working. That's what I do during the week now. If you find that interesting, you can leave me a comment saying you are. I work in a machine shop. I make parts. Yeah, I'm just bullshitting right now. It's this damn part of the game, I swear. I guarantee you guys, the second I get through here, I'm gonna get more interested in the game. I'm playing Diablo 3 on my laptop while I'm doing this commentary. That's how uninterested I am in Mount Moon, unfortunately. And it's youngster Josh. I hope I'm getting through this, though. I don't know what the point of that was. It's like I deliberately tried to do that. I mean, ever since... I can't really blame that on using a keyboard, because I don't use a keyboard anymore. I actually use a wireless controller. But it's got a wicked stiff D-pad, so that might be the reason. These things aren't really much of a threat when you have a grass type, when you pick Bulbasaur. Onyx. Something different. Although, at this point it just feels like you fought Brock again, and now that I think about it, you're fighting Brock again. Yeah, so it's summer now. It has gotten so hot lately. Like today was brutal when I was in shop. I love the summertime, but Jesus Christ, sometimes. It doesn't love me sometimes, that's all I can say. Moonstone. This is useful depending on what Pokemon you catch if you want to use for your team. That is a very useful pickup right there. And more Paris. These things are very common. Very common, not very useful. I do like Parasect though, I will admit. Alright, we're almost done. More rocket members. Alright, he sent out Rattata. I'm gonna switch it out because I still don't think Flockton's strong enough for this yet. But we're actually getting close to the end of this part. I'm almost out of these really long parts, so I'm gonna get back to because my computer's fixed again. I'm gonna get back to making decent sized parts like the first one. So thanks for watching my videos. Thanks for bearing with me on this part. It's just Mount Moon was really boring to go through. But I'd once again like to thank Fredbook13 for helping me get on the LP-uhhhhhhh channel. And I hope you guys enjoyed my LP. I know it's kind of dry at this part, but hey, I'm gonna try and make the best of it. So thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you in the next part, which is gonna go up also today. So I will see you if you watch the next part in a few minutes. See you in... Bye.